Hi guys, and welcome to A Little Magic Every Day. And today we're going to be doing a card reading for confidence. So let me find my notes real quick. Alright, this one is from an Instagram called Gypsy Arts, and I'm going to put the link down below. This is actually Gypsy Arts Solar Plexus Chakra Spread, and so it's going to be talking about a lot of things that deal with the solar plexus, which of course is involved in our how we see ourselves and how we present ourselves in the world. So a lot to do with confidence. Now, if you saw my video yesterday, I told you to make sure that you have a deck of cards. So I'm going to show you my decks, some of my favorites, not all of my decks, but just, a few of my favorites. And we're going to talk about what kind of cards would work in this, okay? Alright, so when you do a spread like this, you can actually do a few different cards. This is the Chrysalis Tarot, and it's by Tony Brooks and Holly Sierra. And it has butterflies on the back, and then I just love this artwork. The Sojourner, that'd be like the Fool. It has spirals, mirrors. That's Callie. LP. Oh, the Poet. Scrolls. I'm making a mess is what I'm doing. Okay. I'm trying to find the other suit. Stones. Okay. I haven't worked a lot with this deck. I'm still getting to know it, but I think it's just really pretty. So you can do, traditional tarot deck. You can do a tarot deck that's a little bit different, like this one. Get this one. This is another one of my favorites. This is the Phantasmagoria deck. I think it has another name, like a vampire with a Y, and it is by Ian Daniels, and it has a lot of vampire imagery. This is the Three of Knives, the Three of Grails. And so again, that's just another alternative to your usual tarot deck. This is one I use a lot, and it is the Shapeshifter deck by DJ Conway, Sharona Knight, and illustrated by Lisa Hunt. And it is a lot like a regular tarot deck, except it has a few extra cards, and then it has the elements instead of the tools, and each card has its own name. That's Fortune, Darkness, Swiftness, Burden, Initiation. And I love this deck. I use it a lot. It just really registers with me. But you can also use an oracle deck. An oracle deck is just a deck that does not go with the traditional tarot. This is my favorite one, is Sacred Path cards by Jamie Sams. Counting Coup or Victory. It usually has less cards: standing people, roots, and giving. And I use this deck a lot. It has a lot of Native American imagery. It's Kokopelli, fertility, shawl, returning home. And like I said, you can use this, you can use an oracle deck, you can use a tarot deck. It is personal preference. You want to use one that you are most familiar with. So now let's get to the actual cards, and I sincerely encourage you to go to Gypsy Art's Instagram and follow them, because she has all of the chakra spreads. She's just amazing, and I highly recommend that you go to this. This is completely hers. It has nothing to do with me, but I wanted to share it with you guys. So it's gonna go in kind of a V pattern, and I'm gonna show you in a minute. But the first card is, how can I embrace my inner power? The second card is, what food should I eat to fuel my digestive fire for energy? The third card is, how can I fan the flames of my sacred fire? 4 is, what will help me radiate more confidence? And 5 is, a message from my solar plexus chakra. So we're going to do this spread, and this one's going to be for me, but you guys can follow along and do the spread for yourselves. I highly recommend it. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is, took me a minute to pick which cards I wanted to use, but I went with the Shapeshifter deck. And you want to shuffle the cards, and if you've read the books that come with the cards, you know that some people don't mind if you reverse the cards, and some cards are not meant to be reversed, and they usually tell you that in the book that comes with your cards. And this is one of the ones that you're supposed to read upright. So I'm going to be doing just an upright spread. There won't be any reverse cards, but you want to meditate as you shuffle. You want to meditate on, what is my solar chakra trying to tell me about my confidence and my digestion. So you just want to shuffle and meditate while you shuffle until the cards feel like they're ready to tell you something. So you just kind of get this energy like, stop. Okay, so we're going to do that. Alright, so I've shuffled my cards, and we're going to lay out the first card. And this one is going to be, how can I embrace my inner power? And I have initiation. So this is kind of like the Fool in the regular deck. And so what this is telling me, how can I embrace my inner power? It's telling me that I am at the beginning of a new cycle. That this is my new journey. So it's basically up in the air. You know, I can like really embrace this journey and, you know, listen to the guides I meet along the way, or I can not listen to what I'm being taught and have a very bad time. So I think it's time to really look at the messages that are coming my way, because I would like to have a good time. Alright, so card 2 is going to be right here, and this is, what foods should I eat to fuel my digestive fire for energy? And I've got the Sacred Flame, and that's pretty awesome, actually. You know, so apparently I need to eat foods that are going to fuel the solar plexus chakra. So I need to be eating more yellow foods, and I need to be eating easily digested foods, because doing this is going to really strengthen my sacred flame. Okay, so let's go to the third card, and it goes right here. So we've got like this V pattern going, and this is, how can I fan the flame of my sacred fire? And I've got strength. This is the 9 of air, or the 9 of wands. Like this one is the 1 of swords, or the fire element. This one is the 9 of elements. So it's not like the strength of the major arcana card where you have the woman and the lion. This is more strength from the natural cycles. So how can I fan the flames of my sacred fire? Looks like I need to really listen to nature, to like really get back into the habit of doing things that are very much part of nature, in tune with the cycles of nature and all that wonderful stuff. So now we're going to go back over here, and this is our fourth card, and it is 5 of water element, or 5 of cups, and that is rejection. What will help me radiate more confidence? Alright. That's a tough one, right? Let me think about it. Okay, I think what this is telling me, and this is something I have a lot of a really hard time with, is letting go of past hurts, letting go of past rejections. You know, I was bullied a lot in school, and I was hurt a lot, and I really have a hard time letting that go. And I know that it has a lot to do with my health problems, because with the solar plexus chakra, the worst thing you can do is hold on to anger and hatred, because it is really damaging to the digestive organs. So when they say like anger eats away at you, it literally does. So I think what it's saying is, if I want to radiate more confidence, I have to let that go. Alright, and our last card is the Sorceress. So this is the message from my solar plexus chakra. Alright. Let's look at that. I see like a Stonehenge kind of thing, and a crow. Sorceress. Moon, the cauldron, and alright, I think what this is telling me is that it's time to kind of return to the cauldron, maybe messages from the crow. So that sounds a lot like shadow work. It sounds a lot like kind of a death cycle. So, you know, what that means is just an ending to something, and since we got an ending to something there and a beginning to something at the start of this, I think that I am at a very the tipping point. You know, like the if you're on a seesaw and you get right in the middle, like I'm at the end of something and the beginning of something else. It's what it's saying to me. And so maybe time to do some shadow work on my own issues regarding power and confidence, and to really listen to what the teachers, it may be from nature, it may be from people saying things that become serendipitous, it may be any number of things can be teachers, it may be literal crows. But it looks like it's time for me to listen and hear what the teachers are trying to teach me, and to keep my mouth shut and to, fully comprehend what they're saying and not just try to interpret what I want to hear. So, all right, I have something to work on. You have a card reading to do, and so I hope you have a really good reading and it helps you. And I'll see you tomorrow when we do healing the solar plexus. So we're going to be talking about ways that heal the solar plexus, and so that'll be tomorrow, and I hope to see you there, and blessed be, guys. Bye.